Hey everyone, here's a quick video of our garden out here. I just was adding some compost to the soil, so I figured I'd post a little video about it. Cleared out everything that's done growing. There's a few bean sprouts still in here. I put sticks in so the birds don't kick it all. So I pull out all the sticks, pulling out all the hay. And see, this is the soil we've made over the years. Still some shells in it. Oh, that's purple potatoes. Little twins. I'm feeling, oh, that's an avocado tree. It tried and failed and is trying again, so I'll replant that. Another. Got all these tiny potatoes. Hardly a French fry. So I'm going to keep tilling all this up. I'll turn the hay and whatever little bits of grass and beans that are left into the soil, and then I'll add a bunch more compost, and then we'll add grass seed and more beans and lentils. And we'll sprout more of this stuff here. These are pinto beans. We don't really grow them for the beans, we just grow them for the greens and feed that to the ducks and tortoises. There's another potato. See these little bugs in here. Lots of bugs. We'll often find worms. We didn't add the worms, they showed up. Little desert worms. This is lamb's quarter. It's a weed that grows out here. It's good. It's good for people. It's good for the animals. Getting there. Alright, so check this out. I thought these were beans. So I just pulled one up. And it's a sweet potato. We planted this bit of a sweet potato in here forever ago and nothing happened. And now we got sweet potatoes growing. Look at that. Alright, so there it is, all turned. I've kept a little palm tree over there and this sweet potato. Everything else has been torn up and thrown back into the dirt. Now over here is our compost. This came out of our compost that we've had going for years now. So I sift it out over there into this cart and bring it over to the garden. We add this to all the different gardens here. So now I'm going to add it to this. Okay, there it is, a nice fresh layer of compost on top of the existing soil. Still got that sweet potato. And now I'm going to go get the grass seed and the dried beans and lentil. It's a mixture. I've just poured all the packages of beans and lentils that we get into a big bucket. So let's go get those. This is our feed storage room. Mill for grinding up corn and chicken feed, and dog feed, cat feed. There's ryegrass. And yeah, garden beans. Garden beans. This is just beans. Red beans and pinto beans. There's probably navy beans down in there, these white ones. There might also be lentils. We get more beans than we end up with lentils, but they all grow. Okay, so we're at the garden again. We got our beans, we got our grass seed. And I'm just going to take scoops and add it right on top of all this compost that we just put in. And heavily seed it. Get in all the corners. Alright, now we grab the beans. Sprinkle. Like the grass, I overseed with the beans because they don't all sprout. So this way, you know, maybe half of them will sprout and we'll get the greens from them, and the rest of them will turn moldy and rot and become part of the soil. And that's how we make soil. That's exactly what I've just done here. Just keep going through cycles of letting stuff grow, tilling it in, add compost, add beans, do it again. So now all that's left is to take this thing and mix it all in. Just kind of loosely mix it. Alright, I'm going to mix this with 2 hands. And here we are all mixed up. That's another fresh round of dirt. Like the If you're wondering about this checkerboard pattern, it's because above here we use these shipping and packaging straps. They're all woven together. Peter wove those together. And we like to use those as shade. There's also some more over there. They make good walls too. But yeah, they make this dappled light effect. And in the summertime we'll layer it up with shade cloth so it's a lot darker than just the straps alone. But anyways, here's our checkered garden. I only have a few tiny little potatoes, so I'm just going to throw those back in and let them sprout again, including this sweet potato. And the sweet potato. Just stick these in random spots. I like the purple ones. Here's a cute potato. And keep having avocado pits sprout, but the tree will get, 6 to 8 inches tall, grow some leaves, and then die. And then it'll try again, and then it'll try again. So this one's tried 3 times. We just keep putting them in there, and eventually we'll get one that's strong enough to handle it here, and then we can order a scion online, which is a fruit-producing branch, and graft it onto this tree, and then we'll have avocados. Okay, now what's left is to add the hay back onto the pile, and then I have all these sticks, and these sticks stop birds from kicking it up and the cats from sleeping and digging in here, and it just kind of helps protect everything and gives the bugs places to hide, and it adds all these little nooks and crannies for moisture and fungus to appear, and try to mimic a more natural forest floor effect as opposed to just flat dirt exposed to the sun. We have a lot of mulch, a lot of sticks, a lot of rocks and twigs. I'm going to do it like forests do. Okay, so I'm going to use my 2 hands. I'm going to put some hay on the dirt. Bam! There it is, covered in hay. I went and grabbed a little bit more fresh hay because I didn't quite have enough. So now it's nicely mulched. A pretty thick, maybe 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch on here. And then the sticks go on top. And just kind of throw them all over the place. Try to crisscross them and create some depth. Also have these giant pine cones. They're kind of fun to just throw into the mix. There's birds out here called a towhee, an Abert's towhee or Abert's towhee, I'm not sure. And I call them kicky birds because they come in and just kick kind of like a chicken does. And will kick your plants right out of the dirt. And they don't eat the plants. They're not after the plants. They're after the bugs and seeds and weird things beneath the plants. So it'd be one thing if they were kicking up your plants to eat them. At least they'd use what they've destroyed. But they don't. They just destroy it, push it aside, look for bugs, find nothing, move to the next one. So this is kicky bird proofing. Pretty good spread of sticks. A little bit more over here. I'll use like old table legs, it doesn't matter. Stick's a stick. Okay, that's that. This is a garden. It's got that natural forest floor appeal with the sticks and pine cones and dead grass. And then down in there we got all our beans ready to sprout and grass seed. We're adding another layer of soil to our gardens. All these gardens, that's how we do them. It's kind of cycle through and do one at a time, and we let our compost kind of recoup from being utilized, but kind of like to grow things sporadically here. You know, there's the green beans there, there's this New Zealand spinach. This stuff's amazing. It grows all summer long and spreads out. All of this right here is one plant. It's spread in all directions. Some dill, lots of little bits of grass and more lamb's quarter. We can eat basically all of what's in here, especially, you know, the dill and the spinach, but it's all mainly grown for the tortoises. I can feed, we have 13 tortoises here, most of which are babies. I feed all of them just off of the stuff that we grow in this garden, so it doesn't take much work, and we're able to feed all those hungry little torts. Yeah, this is ready for water. And then in about 2 weeks or so, we should have some beans and grass start to pop out. What do you think? They don't know. Okay, thanks for watching.